It's happening. Our very own brother, Peter Obi, the one who, um, you know, elders are putting a word for before, PDP saying, make this young man a consensual candidate because of his antecedent as a governor in Anambra State, what he did. I mean, we've not really seen a governor who has replicated such. He did very well when he served. He brought innovation. He was prudent with the money of the state. And we're not saying he's a saint, don't get me wrong, by the way. I'm not vouching for him, but we are speaking in terms relations to other governors. Peter Obi did well. And so many people are calling that Peter Obi should be the consensus candidate. Now he speaks on what will happen if he becomes the president. Why I will have problem with political elite if voted Nigerians president, Peter Obi. The former governor of Anambra State and presidential aspirant of the People Democratic Party, PDP, Peter Obi, has said that he will likely have problem with political elites if voted president in next year's general election. He stated this on Wednesday in Benin, Edo State, while addressing the People Democratic Party delegate at the party secretariat. Obi, who appealed to the party faithful to prevail on the leadership of the party to support a credible candidate with a proven track record and not grammar, disclosed he has problem with some party members who were not happy with him when he was the governor of Anambra State. I am appealing to you. Let us change it by ensuring that our party brings out a competent, credible candidate with a proven track record and not just grammar. Not say, I promise this. Luckily, Edo State is not far from Anambra State. I have Anambra people here. Ask them. Most of them will even tell you that they were not happy with me because I tell you the problem I had with them when I was a governor, and which will likely happen maybe by the political elite if I become president. The big one may not be, the big ones may not be happy with me, but you will be. You will be happy with me. To make sure that the right thing is done, you must put out our children from poverty by supporting micro, small, medium businesses, he said. The presidential aspirant noted that Nigerians now live in fear due to the level of insecurity in the country, a situation he said never done to leadership failure, adding that something urgently needs to be done to correct the situation. We now live in a country where we wake up every day to sad news. You might think it is not happening in Benin. Some of us think it is not happening in Lagos. Some people think it is not happening in Enugu or elsewhere. But I assure you, unless you do something, it will happen in this place. What we are witnessing in Nigeria today is a collective effort of leadership failure over the years. It is going to go round if we don't stop it now. The state chairman of the party, Tony Azigbemi, in his response, promised to go out of their way to support his presidential ambition. Earlier on a visit to Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, Obi stated the need for Nigerians to make sacrifice for the country to overcome its current challenges and make progress. Adding to him, as you know, I am one of those in this party who is aspiring to serve this country. My aspiration is born out of the fact that our country is going through a lot of challenges. We will need all to make sacrifice in building a better nation for our children. We need someone who is ready to make that difference and honest to bring things to a halt and bring about the change. So this is what is happening. Peter Obi is talking about the current issues going on, and in his opinion, the political elites, the big boys, okay, the big ones will not be happy with him if he becomes president. And he stated the reason is not far-fetched. He said, because I will ensure that the right things are done. I will ensure that the right things are done. But you see those big guys, they will not be happy. And which is true. If you think about it very well, the big boys will not be happy. They won't be happy because, for instance, the person of we saw the person of the person of Vice President Yemi Osibanjo for the three and for the 3 months plus that Buhari was outside the country, that he managed the affairs of the country, I tell you, many people bled. They bladed because the guy will not let some things be. For the first time in more than 15 years, the naira rose a little. He began to, stop some things. And you know what? They marked him. They say, if this guy becomes president, things will be bad for us. So that's the only time I can point to that the vice president has ever worked. And this is the same reference, the same mirror image is what Peter Obi is saying to the people, happened to him while he was the governor of Anambra State. Some people said, oh, guy, you just told, now you go chop, make us chop now. Why you do like say, now one thing? You see that language, make us chop, is what has made Nigeria to remain where it currently is today. That language. Make we chop now. Why you do like say, you be boss, you be this, you be that. I beg, oh, this thing are for all of us. So you see that language is why the roads are not done. You see that language is why things are the way they are. You see that language is why there is no good hospital. And every one of them keep going abroad for their medical checkup. Why women who are giving birth, people die. Emergency, there is no system to handle emergency. You go to a hospital, there is no oxygen. And then you wake up and tell me that we're going to be experiencing a better Nigeria if we keep recycling some of these old leaders, if we keep recycling some of these people whose heart and intention is chop, make I chop. Now me go die put. One person cannot deliver Nigeria. You see, the attitude is what has brought this country to her knees. We have no true men and women of integrity who are ready to sweat it out. A man in African shores, I'm not going to Europe or America, once said, let my people be free. I'm talking about Nelson Mandela. And he gave his all. He sacrificed himself. It cost him his life. It cost him his marriage. It cost him his home. But here he was, standing for the people. And when he came out of prison, he became the first president of South Africa until his dynasty. What are we talking about? There are people, men and women. They are still in Nigeria. That's the point I'm trying to make. But how do we find them? Those who are uncorrupt, those whose seeds has not been ravished by the greed of corruption that has been taken away and want to consume and me attitude instead of the we attitude. Let's make it a better place. Let's make it a better place. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. Bye for now.